Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And yes, again, it has been a long time since I last uploaded, but again, I did say that I would get something out as soon as I got the news. These videos do take a bit more time to upload because I tried to get new screenshots, new footage of the game to incorporate into this. So let's just jump right into it for once, because I usually talk a lot. Skate released something called The Grind, which is their new platform to talk about the things that are happening with the playtesting. They mainly answer some of the questions that have been asked for so long that even though they probably have already given answers directly to us, a lot of people haven't picked up on them, so they've kind of made a blog surrounding everything to do with Skate. So it's basically about us, the players, and they want our questions, they want our feedback. That doesn't mean they're drastically gonna change everything about the game just because we say so, but it means that they are listening and they really want to hear what we have to say. And here on this site, it says, let's get volume 1 of The Grind rolling. What's happening with the Skate Insider playtest? They've begun testing the game in a 24/7 online, non-shutting down. As far as I could understand, it would be every couple of months before that they would open new tests and let new people in. Now it seems like they are inviting people in waves, but the test keeps going on. So the people who have access will continue to have access, and they will invite more people in as the game continues. They've been testing their virtual currency. That was actually leaked, that they had virtual currency already in the test. So I think that's why they're kind of addressing it now in this kind of blog format. And I never had anything drastically bad to say about it. Like, if you don't want to spend money, don't spend your money. No one is forcing you. But I did find it kind of odd, but I'm glad that they're addressing that. They were just testing out, seeing if there would be any bugs with the system. Because if someone wants to spend money on the game, the worst thing that could happen was that they never got the item they received, or the money that they were sending in never actually came of anything. Like, the money would just be declined or something like that. So testing that is a great concept. They've invited more than 200,000 players into the playtest, which I think is a massive amount. I did kind of expect it to be less. I would have probably guessed around 100,000 maybe, but 200,000 is double of that, which I think is insane. 30k posts on the forums, 20k survey responses. I mean, these are great numbers. It means that people are actively talking about the game and figuring out what could be the best solution to possible issues that players would find. So I'm actually really happy to see this. They're sending out another wave of invites in June. Here comes my theory. In June, Summer Games Fest, June 6th, takes place again. Last year in June, we saw that Skate actually participated, and that's when we got the very first like actual trailer for the game, where they said, hey, we're still working on it, but we're inviting more people in, and we got more looks at the map. It had better graphics, so it was kind of like their way of continuing to push the game forwards and inviting more people in and getting people aware that yes, this thing is still happening. So that the fact that it falls in June around Summer Games Fest, around Go Skate Day, kind of gives me the vibes that we might see something from Skate at Summer Games Fest again this year, which I think would be a super awesome thing. Then we get a little photo. I actually really like the graffitis here. The graphics look way better in my opinion, and the characters look a lot more realistic, if you ask me. I could be totally wrong though, but that's my observation. Then they have some fun statistics that says 16 million kickflips, 14.8 million 50-50 grinds. The longest grind is more than 200 meters. That's 15 school buses. That's actually a cool statistics. 40 million total wipeouts. If I was in the test, that would be all me. 6.5 million challenges completed. So people are doing challenges. That's awesome. And that includes varial and nollie kick flips. Awesome. Oh, now we get to the community questions. Skate still launching in 2025. I said this in my last video, it is still launching in 2025. I don't get why people are doubting it. Because they've always been very vocal that as soon as they said 2025, it would be launching in early access 2025. I don't think I need to go into this more. Yes, we don't consider early access launch to be the finished version of Skate, and neither should you. That's what I said too. Have your expectations low. Just wait for the game to come out. Keep playing, keep giving feedback, because that's all we should do. It is early access. Will Skate have an offline mode? The simple answer is no. I don't get why people ask this. It has never been an idea from this new Skate that we would get an offline mode. Everyone asks, can we get an offline mode? But that's because they know that it's online. I don't get this question. It's always been very, very vocal that this is a live service free-to-play game. Why would there be an offline mode for a live service free-to-play game? Doesn't really make sense in this style of game, if you ask me, to have an offline mode. Like, you don't go and play Fortnite offline. You don't go and play Apex Legends offline. You need the other players because they're trying to create an environment where you skate and you meet other skaters in the world. How did you come up with the name San Amsterdam? Well, we totally conducted an extensive scientific data-driven research and didn't just spitball names. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured too that they would have done. It's not like they just came up with the name. Who would have thought that? Is cross play progression in the playtest? Should be. Absolutely. Yeah. I signed up but never got in. It's nothing personal, we promise. I got so many comments under my post. Also because Skate commented going, oh, we can't wait to share more. And then they were just like, when are you letting me in? Why have I not been let into this playtest? When are you letting more people in? All that stuff. And I was just like, I don't work for Skate. I'm in the EA content creator network. I am a avid fan. I cannot help you get into these tests. I have nothing to do with them. I just really love this like franchise. And I found it really hilarious that people thought I could actually like put in a good word. Is there anything cool going to be locked behind paywall? No, they've already said that. Will there be locations on the map that will cost money? Again, no, they've said that there won't be, and they've made that very clear from the very first fucking boardrooms that we got. Will I have to pay to level up? No, it's not pay to win. They've also said that. I don't get these questions. Yeah, that's it. They've already made these things very, very clear. So it would have been weird if they now flip-flopped. But that is it for Skate's first volume of the grind, and I actually found this to be kind of a cool concept for them to finally answer more stuff outside of the boardrooms, etc., because not a lot of people actually do watch those. It is only the nerds like me who go in and analyze the tiniest things they say or go over every single tiny bit of Skate footage we now get from them in those videos. But I hope you really liked this video. I have been so hyped to finally make another video when Skate was gonna say anything. So the fact that they finally have and you are getting this video just means that we are getting closer to launch, and I can't wait to experience that with you guys. So apart from that, I'll see you in the next video that will come whenever we hear more. Bye guys.